Hi everyone, welcome to Keithley Healthy Living and welcome to another of our Movement Matters sessions. So today's our Wednesday afternoon session with me, Alison. I work as exercise coordinator at Keithley Healthy Living and part of my role is working with the Rethinking pain team on movements to help people with long-term pain. So for today's session, we're going to need a chair and either a yoga block or a cushion. Today's session is going to be starting off with some standing exercises before we move into some seated exercises and some seated stretching. So before we start today, check the area around you is free from any hazards, nothing to trip or fall over, nothing sharp to knock into. You need to be wearing comfortable clothing that you can easily move around in, and then you just need something on your feet to stop yourself from slipping. It's useful if you have a bottle of water at the ready as well, because we do tend to get rather warm while working out. And it's a beautiful day outside today, so we'll even get warmer today. So a good idea to keep hydrated and keep drinking the water. So before we start today's workout, you need to be feeling fit and well, free from any medical conditions, illness or injury. As always, if you're joining me today, please do like the video to let us know that you're joining, or put your notes in the comments. Any questions, I'm always happy to answer, so do keep those comments coming in. So then, if we're ready to start, let's get into that space and let's do a standing warm-up today. Okay, so we're going to just stand nicely with our back tall, toes pointing forward, shoulders back. Okay, so we're thinking about our posture and we're thinking about correct alignment. So we're thinking about having our ear going down towards our heel. So imagine that there's a big string going down from your ear to your heel. So we keep ourselves in nice correct alignment, and it improves the posture, which in turn can help improve your back pain as you stand correctly. So we're just going to lift and lower the shoulder to start with. So we're just lifting and lowering, and we're going to do 8 of these on this side. That's 4. Let's do another 4, 3, 2, 1, and then over to the other side. So just lifting and lowering, keeping that back tall and keeping that tummy in. 4 more here. 3, 2, 1. So back to the right hand side, and we're just going to circle that shoulder. And then back the other way, keeping those heels firmly fixed onto the floor. 4, 3, 2, 1. And over to the other side. So just circling backwards to start with, keeping that back tall, tummy in tight. 4 more here. And then rolling forwards. And relax. The head is going to look to the right and center, left and center. Again, keeping that back tall and keeping that tummy pulled in nice and tightly. And then we're just going to tilt the head up and look down, up and look down. Careful not to take the head too far back. Last one, up and down. And then we're just going to roll the hips round. So just loosening up those hips, circling them round. And then we're going to circle them back the other way. And then we'll take a little pelvic squeeze forward. So we're just going to squeeze and release, squeeze and release. 2 more. And last one. Okay, so we're going into some waist turns with our warm-up now. So we're going to take our hands in front and we're going to go to the side and center. So the warm-up helps prepare our body for exercise, and we're just getting all those muscles and joints moving in all the muscle groups. 1 more each side. And then from here, we're going to take it into a side bend. So we're just taking the arms to the side, side and center. So bending from the waist, keeping those hips facing forwards and keeping that back nice and tall. One more each side. and rest there. Let's move those feet now. Get the feet moving, get the heart rate up, get us nice and warm. I was told this morning that it was already warm day today, but we still need to get those muscles and joints warm. Okay, so we're just going to do a heel and toe on the right leg. So heel into floor and tip of the toe to the floor. So we're mobilizing our ankle joint. I'm doing a bicep curl as well with my hands. So you can either just do the foot on its own first and then the arm, or you can just do the arm. And then over to the other side. So remember, you can just do the foot on its own or just the arm on its own. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then we're just going to change that back to the side. So if you just did the foot on its own last time, do the arm this time. If you just did the arm last time, just do the foot this time. So we're warming through the ankle joint. And over to the other side, heel into floor, tip of the toe to the floor. And then we're just going to march again. Back toe, tummy in. And then we're just going to take into a little squat. So firmly fix your heels on the floor. You're just going to take the bottom back, pushing back and lifting up. We're not coming too far down here because we're just warming up and working through those hamstrings. Bend and straighten. When you straighten, try not to lock your knees. So you're trying to keep those legs not fully straight and not fully bent. Back tall, tummy tight. 2 more. Last one. Okay, if you want to hold on to wall or chair for the next one, you can. We're going to do a knee lift. So we're just lifting the knee up into the air. Again, do use your chair or a wall for support if you need it. 2 more here, and then over to the other side, lifting and lowering. You'll find you always have one leg that you can balance on more than the other. And then we're going to do 4 more each side. 4, 3, 2, 1, and over to the other side. Marching through with those feet again. Take it a little faster if you can. And then standing here, toes pointing forward, take your bottom back and lift up, back and lift up, back and lift up, back and lift up. Let's go 4 more. 3, 2, 1, and relax it there. So as I said earlier, we're going to start with some standing exercises today. So we're going to need the chair. Okay, and what we're going to actually start with, if we're going to start with some hamstring curls. So we're going to take one leg back. Okay, I'm choosing my right leg to start with. So we're just going to curl heel to bottom. So I'm curling up with that heel. Now when you do this, you might not be able to curl your heel right to your bottom. You might not be able to curl it as far as me. You might be able to curl it further than me. Whatever you can do is right for you. So just take it nice and steady and work at your own pace. So curling that heel in towards the bottom, just working through that hamstring. 3, 2, 1, and relax it there. We're going to turn over to the other side now. So same exercise, but the other leg curling in and pushing down. Heels, hips facing forward, and the other foot flat on the floor, body weight into the toes as we curl. And again, you might find that you can't curl this leg as much as you did last time, or you might find this leg's easier to curl. However you curl it is right for you, so just work at your own pace. 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. We did some squats in our warm-up. We're going to actually do some squats in our main workout today. So the toes are pointing forward and the bottom's back. Now when I'm squatting here, I'm going to go a little bit lower than I did in the warm-up, but what I'm going to do is put my body weight into the chair, so the chair takes my body weight and protects my knees. So I'm going to push the bottom back, and then I'm going to pull up. When I pull up, I'm thinking about pulling up through my pelvis and my thighs. So I'm actually working my thighs and my pelvic floor, because it's very good for us to do pelvic floor exercises. So we're going to push it back and squeeze it up. So obviously for the ladies, the pelvic floor is very good after childbirth. Working the pelvic floor is very good as you go through menopause. And if anybody suffers with incontinence, pelvic floor exercises are brilliant for that. For men, any prostate issues, pelvic floor exercises are particularly good for those too. So everybody's a winner when they work the pelvic floor. And this exercise is particularly good because it works the pelvic floor, the bottom, the thighs. So it's also good for helping with our stability as well. So hips are facing forwards, squeezing that pelvic floor as we come up. 2 more. And last one. I did quite a few repetitions there. Remember, you don't have to do all of them. Just work to your own pace. Okay then. Standing sideways on to our chair, we're going to do a little bit of work on the legs again, the thighs again. We're going to bring the knee in towards the chest. So I'm holding on to my chair. And I'm just going to press the other hand on my hip, bring the knee in and push it down. So I'm thinking about bringing it into the tummy and pushing down. So this is a good one for working the muscles in the top of legs and the tummy as well. You're keeping your body weight slightly forwards, heels pressed into the floor. Hold onto that chair. And last one. Okay, before we go on to the other side, we're going to do the other leg here. And this time I'm going to take the opposite hand to the knee. So I'm just going to lift it in and push it down. Now, if you're able to, you can also take your elbow across instead. If you're quite happy to stay with the hand, that's fine. Let's just do 2 more of these. And relax. Let's change the chair over to the other side. And we'll do those exercises again on the other side. So hand on the hip. First of all, we're going to take the outside leg and lift it in towards the chest. So leading from that heel, working through that knee. Again, we're working the hamstring, the thighs, the tummy gets a bit of a workout here too. In and pull it down. Leading with that heel. Final 2. And rest there. Just changing over to the other side, hand towards the knee. So in and take it down. Hips are facing forwards. Back tall. If you want to change that hand to an elbow now, you can. Again, if you want to stay with the hand, that's perfectly fine. 2 more. And rest it there. Let's hold on to the back of the chair again. Toes pointing forward. And we'll work through those squats once more. So pushing your bottom back and pulling up. The other thing that this exercise is great for is actually helping you get in and out of a chair. So if you struggle with getting up and down from the chair, this is a great one for helping you build the muscles in your thighs and your bottom to be able to push you and lift you out of the chair. Squeeze that pelvis forwards. Two more here. And last one, relax. Let's go back to the hamstring again. So taking the left leg back first this time, and we're just going to take that heel towards the bottom. Curling in towards the bottom. Hips are facing forwards. And the back is tall. And relax. Change over to the other side. Curling that heel in towards the bottom. Hips again facing forwards. Back tall. Tummy nice and tight. Two more. And rest. Going back to the left leg once more, we're going to curl the foot backwards as if I'm placing a footprint on the back wall. I'm just going to move that leg back, working through the muscles in the bottom. So just squeezing that bottom back. Keep the hips facing forwards. And relax. Over to the other side. Flex the foot and move it back. Squeeze. Squeeze your bottom, hips forwards. And relax down. We're just going to do one final exercise for the bottom, and this time we're going to lift a straight leg. So keeping that body weight forwards and hands pushed into the chair, just lift and squeeze the bottom. And you'd feel that nicely on the bottom and the hips here. 3, 2, 1. Relax and over to the other side. Lift up. And relax. From here, we're just going to curl the right heel in towards the bottom, lifting and pressing that pelvis forward, feeling a stretch through the front of the thigh. If you can't reach towards your shoelaces, you can hold your heel. If you can't manage to reach to your heel, hold the bottom of your trousers, or you might want to use a band or a scarf to lift your leg. The aim is to feel that stretch in the front of the thigh. Relax that leg down. Let's do the same over on the other side. So we're going to just curl that heel in towards the bottom. Take hold of the shoelaces if you can. If you can't hold the shoelaces, hold your heel. If you can't manage to reach your heel, hold the bottom of your trousers, your sock, or you can use a scarf. The idea is that we bring that leg in so that we feel the stretch through the front of the thigh. And we had some really hard worked thighs there. Now while we're here, we'll just give those calves a nice stretch. So we're just taking the right leg back, pushing the foot forwards, feeling that stretch through the back calf. Front knee bent, back leg straight. Stand together and we'll do the same on the other side. Front knee bent and back leg straight. And relax. Time to sit down. Okay. So let's have the chair in a position where we've got plenty of space around it, so we're not going to knock into anything. And on our chair, we're going to sit at 90 degrees. So we've got the feet flat on the floor, so it might be that you need to slide your body forward slightly on the chair to achieve that. So feet flat on the floor, shoulders back, back nice and tall. Okay, I'm going to use the block today for the tummy exercises, and then we'll do some inner thigh work with the block too. If you haven't got a block, you can use a cushion. A cushion will work exactly the same. So we're going to hold the block in front of us, or the cushion in front of us, and we're going to take our body back and then lift up through the tummy and through the pelvic floor. Back and lift up. Now the lift is coming through my core, through my body, through the tummy muscles and the muscles in the back. Take it back and lift it up. Take it back and lift it up. Let's continue with those for a few moments. Can we manage 3 more? Last one. Rest there. Okay, we're going to now place that block between the thighs and we're going to squeeze onto that block with the thighs. I will just adjust myself so you can see better. So we're just going to squeeze together and release. Squeeze and release. You might want to hold the block. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Imagine pushing that block together. Imagine it's like a balloon and you want to pop it. So you're squeezing the thighs together. As you do that, you're working those inner thighs and you're feeling squeezing at the top of those thighs into those pelvic floor muscles. Squeeze and release. It's a great thigh strengthener as well as pelvic floor. Okay, this time we're going to squeeze and hold. But when we do this, we hold the muscle, not our breath. If you find that you're tempted to hold your breath, if you count out loud for 8 counts, believe me, you can't hold your breath and count out loud. So let's try that. So we'll do 4 little squeezes. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now squeeze and hold. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Release. Let's do that again. 4 squeezes and then 8 holds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Release. Last one. Squeeze. 2, 3, 4. Squeeze and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and release. Let's move that block lower down the legs now, so it's between the calves. Okay, we're going to do the same exercise squeezing, but we will feel it in the outer thighs as well as the inner thighs this time. So we're going to squeeze and release. So squeeze that pelvic floor still, squeeze and release, squeeze and release. 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Take a moment. Have a drink if you need one. And then we're going to do that again. 8 squeezes. Squeeze. In. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And relax. Lifting that block up now. We're going to go back to those tummy exercises. So feet flat on the floor and back tall. We're going back and lift up, back and lift up. So I'm lifting up through those tummy muscles as I come up. So it's almost like a rowing machine action. Okay, taking it back, lifting it up. Use those tummy muscles. 3, 2, 1, and relax it there. Let's just take the block to one side now. So first of all, I'm going to take it to my right hand side. So we're just taking it back and lifting up. And when we do that, we feel that down the sides of the body. Back, lift up. Back, lift up. Back, lift up. Back, lift up. One more, change to the other side. Lift up, back, lift up, back, lift up. Taking it back, lifting it back to the front. Again, working down the side of the body. 2 more. Last one, relax. Okay, let's pop the block to one side now. We're going to do the one for the tummy, like similar to what we've just done, but we're going to do it with less resistance now. And we're going to do it with our less support, hands across the chest. And we're going to go back for 2 and up for 2. So we take it back for 2 and up for 2. Back for 2 and up for 2. Back for 2 and up for 2. 2 more like this. And last one, rest it there. Okay, lifting the arms up out to the side. We're going to do a little chest press. So what I'm going to do here is we're going to bring the elbows together and then taking it back out again. We're trying to keep the elbows at shoulder height. If you have any blood pressure conditions or heart conditions, make sure you keep the toes moving so we get the keeps the blood flowing towards the heart. So we're just going to bring the arms in and out. And as you can see, I'm moving my feet at the same time to keep that Venus return. Elbows in at the front and out again. Can we speed it up? 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold here. Pull down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Okay, take a breather, take a moment, and we'll do that sequence again. So, hands out to the side, elbows out to the side. This time we're going to lift from the knees to keep the feet moving. So we're going to bring it in, take it down. In, take it down. In, take it down. Looking forwards, keeping the back tall, keeping the tummy in. You'll feel this in your upper arms and your chest. Remember, you don't have to do them all. Just do as many as you feel comfortable with. Hold it here, pull it down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Woo! Did you feel that in your upper arms and your chest? I think I did. Okay, we're going to work the backs of the arms now with our triceps. So I'm going to stand for this one, but you can stay seated. I'm just going to stand so you can see what to do. So I'm going to take my hands behind me and I'm going to lift the elbows out to the side, lifting and lowering it down. Lifting and lowering it down. Okay, so we can do that seated on the chair. So lifting the arms up and lowering them down. Head looking forwards, keeping that back tall, tummy in nice and tight. Shoulders back, and you'll feel that just on the back of the arms. 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Give the hands a bit of a shake. They probably need it by now. Okay, final exercise. I'm going to do something for the biceps. That's the muscle at the front of the arm. We're going to use the yoga block for this one. So I'm holding my yoga block, my palms facing up. I'm going to lift the yoga block up to my shoulder and back down again. Careful that you don't do it too fast because you might whack yourself in the face with the cushion or the yoga block that you're using. So just bring it up to the shoulder and back. So it's a nice, slow and controlled movement, working through gravity, working through those arms. Of course, if you want to work a little bit harder, you could pick something up that's a little bit heavier. 3, 2, 1, and relax there. Change over to the other side. Again, that palm's coming up towards the shoulder. So we're just lifting and lowering it. Keeping that back tall, keeping that tummy in nice and tight. Palm towards the shoulder. Nice, slow, controlled movement. Moving through gravity. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Okay, we're going to put the block under our feet now, and we're just going to place the feet on the block. So you can do this on a cushion, or if you find the cushion a little bit soft, you might have a book or something at home that you can just put your feet on, a little footstool. So you're just going to push your heels back towards the floor, so we feel a nice stretch down through the back of the calves. And relaxing there. I'm going to take one foot off the block and then I'm going to put my heel on the block. Hand on the bent leg, and I can feel a really nice stretch through that hamstring. So the back of the leg gets a really nice stretch. Let's switch over to the other side. So foot on the floor, other heel on the block, hands on the bent leg, and feel that lovely stretch through that hamstring. Now point the toe forward on the block. And then we're just going to lift up and circle the toes around. And back the other way. Switch sides. Point the toe forward on the block. Lift up, and then we're just going to circle the toes around. Relax the feet down. Lift the knee in towards the chest, and we're just feeling that stretch through the bottom. And then I'm going to place the heel of this leg onto the calf, feeling a stretch in the outer thigh. I can leave it there, or if you want to increase it, you can lift it a bit further up. Body weight forwards, feel that stretch in the thigh. Wherever it is for you, whether it's on top of the leg like mine, or it's in underneath, as long as you feel the stretch here in the outer thigh, that's right for you. Just lean forward a little bit too, so we increase the stretch. And release down. Take that foot to the side and lean forwards over your bent leg, feeling a stretch here in the inner thigh. Switch sides, hands onto your bent leg, other foot to the side, lean forwards, feel that stretch in the inner thigh. And from here, we're going to take that knee into the chest again on the other side, feeling that stretch through the muscles in your bottom. Once more, we take the heel onto the calf. Feel the stretch through the outer thigh. If you want to increase it, slide it up and bring your body weight forward so that you get that increased stretch. And release down. We're going to turn to the right hand side now. Take both hands over to the right hand side and feeling a stretch down through the sides of the body. Relax it there, and we'll go all the way to the other side. Feeling them stretch down through the side of the body. And relax. Hands on the thighs now. Pull the tummy in and round your lower back. So I'm getting a nice stretch through the lower back area just here. Keep that head in line with the spine. Lift up and just press the chest forward so we get a nice stretch through the front of the chest. And then just push the arms forward so we get a nice stretch through the upper back. Release those arms down. Take your right hand and place it between the shoulder blades. You can take the left hand either over the top or push from the front. Relax there and do the same over the other side. Between the shoulder blades, over the top or push from the front. Keep the head looking forwards, head in line with the spine. We've worked hard, so now we're stretching out all the muscle groups that we've used, which is the nice relaxing bit and helps to prevent any muscle soreness. Relax it there. Take those hands down. Reach the right hand up and overhead, feeling that stretch down through the sides of the body. And releasing it over to the other side, up and over. Keep those toes moving if you have any blood pressure conditions. and release. Now we're just going to take one hand onto the side of the head and take the other one out to the side. We're just leaning slightly to the side, feeling a stretch through the neckline. Careful not to pull on your neck. And then do the same over on the other side. Relax the arms down now and take a big deep breath. Reach up and release it down. Reach up and release it down. Hands a shake, legs a shake, and give yourself a give yourself a clap, should I say. You might feel a bit of muscle soreness afterwards, which is perfectly normal, as with any exercise. As you keep doing the exercises, you get less muscle soreness. The stretches that we do at the end do help to prevent them. So as we keep going with more and more exercises each week, together we'll build our mobility and strength, and you'll be able to do more as you progress. Don't forget, you can join me again next week, same time, 2 o'clock, Wednesday afternoon. Also, if you feel like doing some extra sessions, you can join Mary on a Tuesday morning and Andy on a Tuesday evening. Or if you're not able to tune into us then, all our sessions are left on a Facebook page for catch up. They're there on demand, so you can watch them anytime you like. All we ask is you just leave us a little comment so we know that you've watched it, or like the video so we can see that you've seen it. And again, if you live in the Craven district area or the Bradford area and you would like to be referred into our Rethinking Pain service, you can ask the GP to make that referral for you. Thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this session and I hope to see you again next week. Take care. Bye.